My teammate thought the hazing video was hilarious. I lost my scholarship and my spine. Now I'm taking everything he built. The neurosurgeon's hands traced the MRI images on the light box with clinical detachment, pointing to the catastrophic damage at my T11 and T12 vertebrae. Complete spinal cord transection at the thoracic level. The impact fractured both vertebrae and severed the spinal cord entirely. You also have 4 fractured ribs, a punctured lung, severe soft tissue damage across your back and shoulders, and a concussion from secondary impact when your head hit the ground. His voice carried the flat affect of someone who delivered life-altering news multiple times daily, but something in his expression shifted when he reached the prognosis. You'll never walk again. The damage is too extensive for any current surgical intervention or regenerative therapy. We've stabilized the fractures, but the paralysis from your waist down is permanent. You're looking at months of rehabilitation, learning wheelchair mobility, bladder and bowel management, pressure sore prevention, and adapting to life with paraplegia. I was 20 years old, a starting linebacker for Ohio State University with NFL scouts already expressing interest, and my teammate Trent Blackwell had just ended my career and my mobility by body slamming me onto concrete during a hazing ritual he'd filmed for his social media followers. The incident happened during freshman initiation week, a tradition that the coaching staff officially condemned but unofficially tolerated because it built team cohesion and hierarchy. Trent was a senior defensive end team captain and already projected as a first-round NFL draft pick. He had 800,000 Instagram followers who watched his daily content showing workouts, game highlights, motivational speeches, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of college football culture. The hazing video was supposed to be his biggest viral moment yet, promoted across his platforms as something epic and hilarious that would show what real football culture looked like. He'd gathered 15 teammates in the athletic facility parking garage after midnight, positioning his phone on a tripod to capture everything. The stated tradition was that freshmen had to complete physical challenges designed to prove toughness and earn respect. Previous years had involved excessive workouts, eating gross food combinations, or enduring cold showers while veterans yelled insults. Trent had escalated significantly, creating challenges that were genuinely dangerous and humiliating. I'd watched him make another freshman do burpees until he vomited, then continue doing burpees in his own vomit. I'd seen him force a kid to chug an entire gallon of milk despite lactose intolerance, then filmed the inevitable painful consequences. When my turn came, Trent announced that my challenge would be different because I was a scholarship athlete and starting linebacker despite being a freshman, positions that typically went to upperclassmen who'd earned them through years of dedication. Trent's voice carried across the parking garage with performative authority, speaking partly to the assembled teammates and partly to the camera recording everything. This kid thinks he's special because coach gave him a starting position over guys who've been here 3 years. He needs to learn that respect is earned through pain and humiliation, not talent. So his challenge is going to teach him exactly where he stands in this team's hierarchy. He grabbed my shoulder with unnecessary force and positioned me at the edge of the parking garage's second level, where a concrete barrier separated the parking area from a 12-foot drop to the level below. Several teammates had already expressed concern about the height and the concrete surface, but Trent dismissed them with accusations of being soft and not understanding what real toughness required. He explained that I'd be doing squats on the barrier edge, and if I completed 50 without falling or backing down, I'd have earned the team's respect. If I refused or fell, I'd be labeled a coward who didn't deserve my scholarship or starting position. The entire setup was designed for failure. The barrier was 8 inches wide, barely enough space to maintain squat form, and exhaustion would inevitably cause balance loss. But refusing meant social exile and potential harassment that would make my college career unbearable. I completed 19 squats with my teammates counting loudly, my legs burning and my balance increasingly precarious when Trent made his move. He approached from behind while I was in the down position of a squat, vulnerable and focused on not falling. His hands hit my shoulders with full force, a shove that sent me pitching forward over the barrier with no time to protect myself or control my fall. I remember the sensation of weightlessness, the parking garage lights blurring, the concrete rushing up. The impact when I hit was a sensation beyond pain, a total system shutdown that left me unable to move or breathe. I lay on the concrete, unable to feel anything below my chest, trying to draw air into lungs that wouldn't respond properly, watching Trent's face appear above me at the barrier edge. He was laughing, calling down to ask if I'd learned my lesson about humility. Other teammates were shouting at him, some running toward the stairs to reach me, but Trent kept filming with his phone, capturing my broken body and his own commentary about how I'd failed the challenge and proven I wasn't tough enough for college football. Someone finally grabbed his phone and screamed at him to call 911, and his laughter died as he apparently realized the fall hadn't been the funny conclusion he'd imagined. That's when things got out of control. To see the full story, click the link below or go on my channel.